reconnaissance patrol. In the last hour of returning to base, we took contact from a tree line and some orchards and got into a firefight for about an hour. And while searching those orchards, I stepped on a pressure plate IED, and I did not lose consciousness, and it took 45 minutes to get carried back to my patrol base and to get evacuated by a medevac helicopter.
Injury happened in 2010. I was in Kandahar province, which is southern Afghanistan. We're going out to set up defense systems, claymores and stuff, and then walking along and stepped in the wrong place at the wrong time.
It was early in the morning. It was July 21st, 2006. It was about 8:30 or 8 a.m. As we were about to turn around is when our accident happened. It was an ID buried in the ground.
We rolled over 300 pounds of a homemade bomb, and it picked us up, split the hood of the vehicle off, and where we were at, it rolled down this hill. And by the grace of God, like, all 5 of us that were inside were still alive.
I'd say it was the most humbling experience probably of my life, to go over and see our men and women in action, to see them on their game day, so to speak, and to really understand the sacrifices that they make so I can sit at home and enjoy our daily freedoms was something to me that, you know, when I came home, I knew I had to do something to serve my country, and I felt the best way I could do that is to serve those who are serving us. And when they come home and they're missing limbs or, you know, blind, paralyzed, you know, whatever the case may be, you know, we want to give them, you know, what I think, you know, is my slice of the American dream, which is a functional home for them and their family.
It was just an answer to our prayers because we just didn't know what we were going to do. Jared actually called us, and all of a sudden there's a guy on the other end. He said, "Hey, Colin." And we said, "No, this is Colin's mom and dad." And he said, "Well, I was going to call you next, but I'll call you first if you promise not to tell." And I'm like, "Okay." And he said, "Well, this is Jared Allen, and I want to build your son a home."
Be able to hand the keys over to our men and women and show them a finished house and to be in contact with them afterwards and see how they're living and see the changes in their lives and how they're reaching for their goals and they're aspiring to do more and watch them become a part of a neighborhood, a part of a community. It's something that's awesome, and so I think, you know, the proof is right there in front of us.
But I think the house is the biggest impact. I would say for sure the kitchen. What they did, it just made it so much better that it's just like I could breathe through here even with somebody else in here. The bathroom, and I mean even the rest of the house is like the hallway, the doorways I can fit through.
Just the little things like the ramps and the walkways make it, you know, nice seamless transition from outside to inside. The things I never even thought of before, bathroom door's not wide enough. There's a small 6-inch step to get into the front door. I never realized it until I got home and started figuring out, I guess. And then Homes for Wounded Warriors stepped up and changed my life forever. Walking through the door with Mr. Allen was one of the greatest moments ever in my life.
To go into my home and know that so many charitable hands did this, not out of a sensation of guilt or requirement, but out of genuine care.
It'll be somewhere that I can be really comfortable in and always rely on a place to be that no matter what, it'll work for me. It'll be my home. First of all, just a big thank you for the people who have donated, for the people who are thinking about donating, for the people who will donate. Just a big thank you. I know you've changed my life in more ways than you probably realize, along with everybody else that Jared has done homes for. Basically, you guys come in and with your donations and generosity and really changed life for us.
The best part about, you know, the foundation for me is the day I get to call somebody and let them know that you know, our board has approved them as a recipient for a new home, And then when we get to hand the keys to them and to see just the joy and just to see how the appreciation and be able to give that gift of a home to somebody, it's just no better feeling.
2, 3.